All right, folks, here we are at the 2022 District Round Team Championships Round 1 here at Central Bucks East. This is Glenn Kaiser solo right now, waiting on Joe Youngblood coming down the road in a little bit. CB East is going to wrestle Boyertown in front of us. Boyertown comes in here as the number 8 seed, and CB East at number 11. On the other side, we have Quakertown, number 1 seed against number 16, Downingtown West on our other mat. We're going to start at 113, and CB East is going to forfeit here. We're going to find out who this is right now. Mash going out, taking the forfeit for Boyertown, so 6-0 right out of the gate. Mike's going to help me on the scoreboard until Joe gets here. So Boyertown gets a gift, and they're leading 6-0. Which one? Which bean? I know. I have the weigh-in sheet right in front of me, Mike. This is Ethan Bean for CB East, and here we go with some live wrestling. Luke Heimbeck coming in here, 21-8 record, honorable mention in our rankings. So it's a pretty good matchup here. Ethan Bean, only 10-10 on the season, but a senior. We were here broadcasting the Penn Ridge CB East match 2 weeks ago, I believe. So we're pretty comfortable in this gym. Good setup. Nice American mat out there. Mike, I like that flag look on the big E. Heimbuck tries a little sweep single, nothing there. Now he comes back, attacks the other leg, gets in deep. Gets some great height here, and Heimbach will finish. He's a great finisher from his feet, 2-0. Heimbeck. I'm doing the team score. There you go. I got it. Mike's helping me out on the board. It's tough to do this by yourself. Certainly I can listen to myself talk. So Heimbeck working a little cross wrist here. He's got a double 2-on-1 there. Now he's trying to dig that bar. He's got that wrist trapped coming across the body. Pretty tight. Bean fighting it off with the hip. Now he gets his base. Heimbuck's still looking for that tilt, trying to load it up, but Bean's pinning that hip to the mat. And Central Bucks East is going to have to keep this thing close, Mike, in all these matches, because Boyertown does have some firepower, and CB East is going to be favored up top. So they got to keep it tight down low, survive in the middle, and see what happens up top. We're going to come back around at 106, and CB East will be forfeiting. So 2-0 after one. Heimbuck gets choice. He goes down. Quick reversal there by Heimbeck. He goes right back to that cross wrist. Really working that 2-on-1, trying to peel it under. Textbook. Now he's looking for that far side half. Nothing there. He goes back to the 2-on-1, and Bean is not comfortable down there on the bottom. Heimbeck really controlling him tight on top. Now he rolls through. He gets one swipe from the official Lewis Baker. He gets 2 count now, so he's holding 2. He's still counting. Real good job there by Heimbach to get a 3-pointer there. So 7 zilch on the scoreboard now. Heimbach obviously is going to look for some bonus points now. He's going to stay on this bar in the cross wrist series, see if he can tilt it up again. Now he's digging in that bar, see if he can get this here. Again, Bean can't really do much but really pin that hip. He's been locked up here for the entire period after he got the reversal, after he got reversed. And now Heimbach is just digging that bar in deep. Now he's just going to look for anything on that other side. See if he can run the bar. Now he got that wrist. Now it's a big step coming. See if he can get it. He's got 30 seconds, plenty of time. Official Lewis Baker keeping an eye on that elbow and the shoulder, doing a good job down there. Good point over there by Tony Haley, Coach Haley, saying he hasn't done much down there on the bottom, but awfully tough to do anything when you're tied up like this. He's working that bar. Now there's the stalling call. It's the second one, and that's another point for Heimbach at the whistle. So there's that major decision now, 8-0 on the board. Bean goes neutral, start the third. Bean's got to get some points here. He gets in, nice shot. See if he can finish here. Similar to Heimbach's shot earlier. Heimbach really hit down and fought that off with a nice whizzer down and stepped right out of it. Excellent job by Heimbach. Heimbach was 5th at regionals a year ago. Just a junior, so plenty of wrestling left for this young man. Another shot by Heimbach. Excellent. He's going to try and finish, picks the side, clears the head. Bean trying to funk out of this. He's doing a good job so far, but couldn't get any height, couldn't get his hips, and now he's in trouble. So 2 more with a takedown for Heimbach makes it 10 zilch. He can just ride this thing out now. He's going to look for back points the entire time, obviously, and control the entire match on top. A reversal is not going to help him either for Bean to get rid of that major. So most likely a 4-pointer here coming for the Bears to open up a 10-0 lead. And with 6 points coming on the back of the match, it could be huge. Now he tightens up a half with that bar. This is trouble. 27 seconds to go. See if he clears that leg and jumps out to the side. That's what coaches are telling him to do. No backs yet. Now he got a swipe. There's another one. Now he's got 2. Now he's pressing for the fall. Got to let go of that leg. He's got 10 seconds, but he's content on keeping the leg in. Trying to get a little height, but picks up 3. Makes it 13-0. So big win for Luke Heimbach. Makes it 10-0. Boyertown Bears here early. This is Max Bean coming out, I believe. Max Bean. And Mike knows who this is. We have Derek Renninger. Comes in at 8 and 9. He's a senior. Max Bean, a junior at 11 and 11. So a good one here at 120. Excuse me, 126. Renninger in on a single leg. Bean tries to counter with a mixer over on the edge. Excellent job there. CB East and Boyertown have not wrestled in the last 4 seasons. So really 2 unfamiliar teams with one another. CB East and Boyertown obviously been around these district duels for the last several years. Little stall call there on Max Bean for backing out early, so keep an eye on that one. Bean likes to go up top, so he's very comfortable in there with the underhooks. Nice job by both guys working. Bean's got to move forward, though. I think Coach Scarpa wanted the Bean brothers down for this match, and It didn't work out last night. Now we have a stall call on Renninger. Lewis Baker making these guys work early. I love it. This is what you're going to see in the postseason. You're going to see officials making these guys work on their feet, center of the mat, and they're going to let them wrestle to the edge. That's the way it should be in wrestling. Bean working the head real good here, snaps it down, but Renninger controls that wrist, doing a nice job. Now Bean looking to get behind here. He does a nice job, gets it. 2 points. Now he's trying to get legs in. He does. So Max Bean working real hard. Now he gets a little high. He's kind of hanging on, pushing that head down. Now he gets back, but Renninger trying to shake him here. Doesn't get enough height. Now he gets up and gives room for Bean to slap that boot in. Keeps him pinned down. Trying to get a turn here as well. It looks like he might get some swipes. Nothing there. Good job by Renninger not to give that up. So the first period ends 2-0. Renninger defers to Max Bean. Bean looking over to Coach Scarple. Bean goes down. And again, not familiar with these teams. I don't know if you want to go down all the time on Boyertown. See what happens here. Bean's going to have to explode at the whistle. He does. He gets right up to that 4-point stance, but countered by Renninger with a leg of his own. And he's going right to the back. Now Bean trying to come out, but it looks like 2 count for Renninger. Gets 2 back, makes it 2-2. Bean trying to scoot out the back here. Renninger hanging on. He's got a leg in there tight across the rib cage. My partner has arrived. Joe Youngblood is in the house. Bean trying to sneak out the back again. Looks like he can just pop his head out. If he can, it's going to be 2, and there it is. So 2 right back to Bean, making it 4-2. So again, this is one of those matches where CBS is going to have to get a victory here to keep balance with those forfeits. Bean goes to work again with the leg. Both guys liking legs here tonight. Seems to be working for both. More so for Renninger, who scored 2 back points. Now Bean trying to get a swipe or 2 on the edge over there. So digging, but Renninger just bellying down, doing his job. Not much you can do with this tight leg ride that Max Bean is employing. Distinguished crew up here now. Joe Youngblood's got a mic on.
Hello, fans. I'm
Bob McCarney.
Fresh off the road.
Dick Osbeck, Ozzy here from District 1. I'm representing District 1. And Happerwisham. I'm a homer. Bean's still trying to get back points here with these legs, and he runs out of time. So 4-2 after 2. Bean holding, and Renninger goes neutral. Got blood time on green. Trainers coming out quickly. Coming right out from behind us here. Good setup here at Central Bucks East with 2 mats. Fans seem to be spread out. A little social distancing. No mask at Central Bucks, Joe.
It's Bucks County.
Where are you coming from, Joe?
Came right from practice, Glenn.
Nice. Good work.
Practice today, got on the road. This time of day is just a rough ride from the Pottstown area.
Bean backing out again. Lewis Baker might hit him again right here. I wouldn't be surprised. He does that again, he's going to whack him. Bean kind of using that stepping back as a setup. He definitely likes being inside on his hooks and likes to work. But it looks like Renninger likes to go up top too. And who doesn't from Boyertown?
Yeah.
Oh,
tries to throw
the mixer. Bean caught him. This could be a big mistake.
Yep, this is a big turn of events here. Oh, he rolls him.
So it looked like 2-2. Now we got a reversal. Oh, another reversal. And back's coming. This is really tight here. It's all over.
There's the fall.
It is. So they get in a double mixer. Couple of cement jobs. Bean gets in trouble and lands on top and finishes it off. So that puts East right back in the match there with that ball. That negates that original forfeit by Central Bucks East.
We're going to 132 pounds.
Andrew Oram for CV East.
Did you catch the name of the Boyertown wrestler?
I did. This is
Gavin Sheridan.
Gavin Sheridan. You should know that. Gavin Sheridan, number 3 ranked wrestler, coming in at 25-6. That's Andrew Oram. Oram, 9-10, a senior. Again,
Oram, a senior, 5th at Carlisle this year, 9-10, 11-7 last year, 49-46 for his career. And Glenn touched on Sheridan. He is a sophomore. He's 25-6, as you said, 12-4 last year. 2nd at Governor Mifflin, and coming off a championship performance at the Pioneer Athletic Conference tournament.
Yeah, the SOLs are scheduled for this weekend, pending the snow. 4 conference championships in the SOL, so smaller tournaments. Both guys just feeling each other out here right now. Nobody making a serious attempt. Sheridan's going to be explosive with his shot. He's going to get an angle and go, I'm believing. Tries to drag, nothing there.
Oram didn't take advantage of the opportunity for a little reshot there.
No, I think Oram's going to be a little defensive here, Joe. Everybody's comfortable going upstairs so far. Nice little knee pick there. Just ran out of real estate.
Got Mark Marino on one mat, Lewis Baker here on our mat. This is good stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about the officials here. High quality officiating in this first round of district duels. Nice dump by Sheridan.
After Oram getting hit for stalling early on.
Yeah, Lewis Baker's not fooling around with stalling tonight.
Seaball in the house tonight, I see from the forum. Never misses an opportunity.
So 2-0 after 1. Lewis Baker looks like he could make 138. I don't want to wrestle him at that weight. He's going to love that comment. He's like, I'm 155.
I'll make sure he watches back. Go back to that 132-pound match and listen to what Glenn has to say.
Now Lewis looks good. Looks like he certainly could go with anybody.
Sheridan trying to hip over. Yeah, he's got Oram in trouble.
Yeah, he does. He's under that leg, Joe. Now he lets
Oram
him
does
go.
A nice job coming back over top.
He did. Good hip coverage there. Oh, caught him again. Good way to stop that. Sheridan just keeps moving.
Yeah,
though.
He's like a.
Now he's got the heels, both heels.
Yeah, he's gonna start scooting away and hip heist away.
Now he's gonna pick the one up. He's gonna go back. He uses his leg to push it away.
Oram with the long arms got those good hooks in.
Yeah, and he's really tight, not giving him any space to work.
Sheridan doing it again. It's slow. He was waiting, biding his time there. He was holding on and just making his way free in a controlled fashion. He wasn't trying to rush it.
Yeah, he got that space he needed. Boom.
Try and go to tilt here.
Trying to elevate that far leg.
Yep.
He gets it, but
Orem doing a great job fighting it off. No swipes. Still holding a 4-0 lead here as we just hit the midpoint of the match. Under a minute to go here in the second.
and Orem doing his job so far. I mean, he's keeping it close. Halfway through this match. We didn't do our keys of the match, but I can tell you what they're going to be. Bonus points, for sure.
We're getting to that point of the lineup where Boyertown's going to have to kind of weather the storm of what CB East can do.
Yeah, once we get up in those upper middleweights is where they get good, and then we know up top they're good. So got the Bab brothers up in there. So
great
it's going to be an interesting match here. This is, I think both teams are going straight up. I don't see any movement. I know Tony Haley likes to go straight up when he's at full strength. It looks like he's at full strength tonight. Not sure about some of the other teams and matches we'll see tonight. Might see some
smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it might see some different lineups, but
Sheridan going reinforced bar. Now he got his two swipes.
It's tight. Got him at the buzzer too. So good work there by Sheridan. Get a sneaky too at the end. 6-0, right? Is it 6-0? Scoreboard's always wrong. It says 7-0. Is that a stalling warning? Oh, you got a 3 count there?
Apologies. I thought my count was only 4.
Lewis will be listening back on that one.
Make sure you let him know. Here we're neutral here in the third. Sheridan on the attack again. And shot with head inside double. Now he switches off.
I may have to step away at 6 o'clock for that weigh-in. Sheridan, nice job with that reversal. So now the major on the board. See if Sheridan can go to work on top.
Scoreboard here is showing 8-0. It was just 7 takedown. Don't know what's correct. In any event, it's a major decision criteria.
What are we going with? We're sticking to the 9-0 or back to 8?
I didn't see him put up 3 fingers.
I didn't either, but I think that's correct now, right? Not 100% sure, but we'll go with it. Match is a little slow for me, but Sheridan's been in control most of the time, holding an 8-0 lead. And like I said, Orem kind of doing his job, really. But he could get hit again, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get some backs possibly here again. Boyertown working that cross wrist tilt series to perfection, sliding the bar in when they need to. Orem trying to get free.
Where's the stall call here? Good job finally getting the mat return.
Yeah, I think he was making the effort.
Is that now the referee's discretion that if they make the effort, they can not get called for stalling? Is that how it goes, Glenn?
I believe if you're working to return the man to the mat, yes. Some are a little better at it than others.
This looks like how it's going to finish. Major decision for Sheridan over Orem.
Yep, 8-0 is the final.
Makes it a 14-6 lead for the Bears as we go into 138 pounds.
Quakertown and Downingtown West over there, 18-10 match. So not a complete blowout over there. Got one of the Babs.
Beck Bab coming out.
Beck Bab coming in. He's just a freshman at 15-11 for the Bears. Joe will give you some more on him in a minute.
We get who the...
I will find out. Tyler Tanner out there for the Patriots. And Babs had a good season so far, Joe, as a freshman.
Yeah. He's in on that head inside single. Now he's getting hands high. He's got Tanner in trouble.
Trying to pull it back in and kick that back leg out.
Nothing yet.
No, but still fighting to bring him in. Now he's getting some great height. Gets him in trouble, runs out of real estate.
Nothing. Tyler Tanner is a senior. He's 9-10 in the year. He was 8th at Carlisle earlier in the year. Beck Babb, as you said, is a freshman, 15-11. He was 5th at Governor Mifflin, 3rd at the Pack last week. Younger brother of Chance Babb. Glenn's stepping away for a second. He's got to go host some weigh-ins for the next round, next set of matches. We have a minute left here in the first period. Nice job passing hands, going far leg. And he's going to spin behind and get 2. Tanner doing a good job staying on that elbow and getting to his feet. Nice job by Babb dropping down to the leg. He's still in control, but he's got to get him down to the mat before he gets hit for stalling. No change as we have 32 seconds left in the period. Babb got to the cross wrist, see where he's going to go. We saw Sheridan last match pull the cross wrist backwards into a tilt, see if he goes hazard here, does the same thing. Now he gets out of it, he's got a far side claw with a spiral. With under 5 seconds to go here in the period, he's going to try and ride it out, but Tanner doing a good job getting his feet as they go out of bounds, 2.5 seconds to go. Boyertown's choice here at the end of the period. They chose to defer, and Tanner decides to go down. Babb coming out this side, trying to go a little head lever to break him back down. Back to his cross wrist. And he sits him backwards in it and gets one single swipe. So far, the Boyertown wrestling real tough on top in his cross wrist. Tanner, not really much of an answer coming from bottom just yet. He's gotten to his feet a few times, but Babb's been up to the task of countering. Now tries to go a little half. He goes back to cross wrist. Tanner to his feet. He's working hands, and he's going to let him out there for one to make it a 2-1 match here as we approach the midpoint of the match. Tanner head inside single. See if he can finish here. Babb doing a tremendous job pounding hips and really looking to counter hard here. Tanner not really moving his feet, not going anywhere, and there you see the official calling for stalemate. 54 seconds left in the period. First caution for Beck Babb. You know, false start there, trying to go shot on the whistle. Another head inside single here by Tanner. See if he's going to try and cut the corner here. Babb doing a good job trying to funk. He's now whoever has more height. Babb's going to start to try and come out the back. Babb's got both legs packaged. Tanner in on that far ankle, locked through the waist. I think we'll see a stalemate here sooner rather than later. Tanner just tightened up that lock up on his own bicep. 19.6 seconds to go. A lot more action on Tanner this period. 2 good shots, unable to finish due to good shot defense by Babb. Babb with a little sweep single attempt. Now he snaps him. Now he's got Tanner in trouble. Tanner's got to get off his knees here with under 10 to go. Looks like this is how we'll end the period. Still anyone's match. Babb goes down here to start the third. Babb right to his feet. He's working hands. Tanner with a great mat return, getting hips in, lifting him up, and getting some pressure now. Babb down to his knees. As they go out of bounds with 1:36 left in the match. Still 2-1. Anyone's match. Babb looking to counter. Oh, and Tanner catches him on his back. He's going to get a full set. Coach Scarpel on the side just telling him just to stay there, hold him. He's done his job. A lot of time left. Minute left. Babb's got to fight off his back. See if he comes up to finish in the headlock. Now if he gets this could be trouble for Babb. But he got too high. They go out of bounds. Got a full set of back. Make it 4-2. 4-3. Oh, with the escape. Yep. 4-3 with the escape. 52 seconds to go. Head, little single leg attempt here by Tanner. He's got to stay tight on that elbow. Babb doing a good job. And again, Lewis Baker-wise, I like Lewis's attitude and mentality here. Just letting this match be settled on their feet. Not letting it get tied up in a situation where no guy has advantage. He saw that Tanner had that elbow tight, and Babb would have kept Babb from scoring there. See if Tanner can hold off Babb's attack here. Babb looks fresh. There he is on a high crotch attempt. He's going to peek out the side and put him on his hip. And there's 2. Takes a 5-4 lead with 18 seconds to go in the match. And he's might has a moment some criteria for back points with the tilt. What a comeback from off his back to score 3 for the 3 precious points for the Bears as we go into 145 pounds. We have Dominic Sheridan from Boyertown, Luke Wilson from CB East. Luke Wilson comes in. He's a sophomore with a record of 9-6. Dominic Sheridan is a senior. He's a record of 18-11. He's 4th at Governor Mifflin, 3rd at the pack. He was 6-0 last year, career record of 57 and 42nd. Wilson on the shot, single switches off to a double, and they go out of bounds. No change. Both guys wrestle at 145. Sheridan on the shot now. Whizzer attempt by Wilson, and he scoots free. Sheridan on a shot again. Wilson fighting it off as they go out of bounds. Shot attempt by Wilson. Sheridan's got him in trouble right now in that front headlock position, trying to spin behind, tack that near leg. No score yet here. Minute 5 left in the first period. Shot attempt. Good job by Sheridan fighting it off. Another shot here by Wilson. Shooting his head down, not getting a good penetration either. And Sheridan's got him back into this front headlock position. See if he's able to score here. 36 seconds left in the period. Trying to spin behind. Good job by Wilson getting out there and stopping him. .20 seconds to go in the period. Another low shot attempt by Wilson. He's getting real low, trying to get to those legs. He's touching them, but that's about it. His best shot attempt was the one he had early on in the first period. There he is now. He's in deep on the shot with under 10 seconds to go. Great job by Sheridan fighting off this shot attempt here. Wilson trying to come across, and that's how we're going to end the period. Wilson taken down to start the second period. Sheridan on top. Trying to go a little head lever, see what he does with it, and he punches right into a bar. Boyertown doing a nice job with that tonight. He's got a bar in. He's trying to fish across and reinforce it. Wilson doing a good job, doing a fine job of keeping that hand forward. Minute 25 left in the second period. No change yet. Wilson up to his base right now. Sheridan got that bar, but he just took it out of criteria just a bit. Sheridan on top creating a lot of forward pressure, making life really tough on Wilson right now. Sheridan definitely doing his job here in the first or second period, riding out Wilson. Go into the third period. Sheridan's choice, he's going to go down. Wilson breathing heavy. It just took a lot out of him that period. And Sheridan right to his feet, scores that ever so important first point. Wilson's had the better of it on their feet thus far in this match, but he hasn't been able to finish the two good shots. He had one good shot at the beginning of the first period and one at the end of the first. There's another shot attempt. Not for lack of trying. He has fired off a ton of shots, just hasn't been able to come up with anything and crack Sheridan's shot defense. 1-0 being the score. Still, minute 30 left, just 90 seconds left in this match. Shot attempt by Sheridan, but they stay neutral. Minute 1 left in this match. Again, a 1-0 lead for Dominic Sheridan from Boyertown. So far, it appears all these toss-up matches. Oh, Wilson puts him to his back. He catches him. He's only going to get the 2-point takedown.
Wow.
Glenn, I know Glenn just back with us after weigh-ins, and I mean, right now, any of those things that could go their way are just not going their way for CB East. They're just right there. Great job right now by Wilson, tying up hands and bulldogging that back leg. But Sheridan's to his feet. This escape happens. He tries a Granby roll, tries to go through.
These guys are all over the place.
Yes. Now he's trying to re-attack and comes back through the leg. Nothing yet. 19 seconds left in the match. Sheridan's got that leg. Wilson's behind. Wilson's in a good position now. Sheridan's head was on the mat for a moment. He's going to try post up and hit a Granby here. See if Wilson steps through.
He grabs a leg coming around.
And Wilson's on the leg here. Nothing yet. He's got that leg.
Ooh. Crazy.
And that's how the match ends.
Crazy finish right there.
Those are 3 points that CB East desperately needed. You go into 160 pounds. This is where the lineup gets a little tougher here for CB East. A little bit of chess now. Both teams looking at each other, seeing who's going to send who. Looks like Boyertown has to send first. We got Ryder Garris coming out for the Bears. And Max Stein for the Patriots. Sorry, Mason Stein. Apologies. Mason Stein is a senior. He's 20-7 on the year. He was second at Carlisle. He was 8th at Escape the Rock. 19-7 last year. He's 91-35 for his career. He's in on an outside single, switches out, comes out the back door. Takes a second angle, and there is his 2 to start. Garris to his feet. Great mat return by Stein. Garris is a sophomore. He's 10-5 on the year. He's coming off a third-place finish at the PAC tournament. He's 17-10 for his career. Stein right to work, trying to put legs in. Garris up to the challenge and pulls that out, but Stein is still using that length and that leverage to get some swipes here. He's holding a full boat, and there it is. He's got the lead right now, 5-0 early on here, 1:10 left in the first period. He's got a leg in now, and he's looking to go a little cross-face cradle, just trying to get Garris off his base right now. Garris trying to tie up some hands to slow down the attack. Oh, there's the cross-face cradle. Stein's guy is going to knock a boot out, maybe drop that right knee into those ribs. This will be a big 6 here for the Patriots. Maybe now he's needed to walk those feet away. Oh, Garris, nice job breaking up that, but not before he gave up 3 more back to make the 8-0 lead with 28 seconds left here in the period. He's got that leg bulldogged again. Looks like he might be going back to that, eventually going back to that cradle. He's getting under the arms. He rolls one, trying to roll wrist out. 12 to go here in the period. He's going back to it. Garris just trying to tie up hands and hold on as we go into the second period. It'll be 8-0 here to end the period. This is a match where I think you're looking team score down the road at where the Patriots need to get 6 here. 5 will be good, but we need maybe 6 to help them out. Stein takes bottom.
My job is done.
Glenn is back, folks. Garris trying to put legs in his own. Stein is digging it out. He's got one out, and he's scooting his hips away. Now he comes to his feet. He's working hands, trying to get away. There's the stall call, and Stein's trying to throw a headlock. He's trying to step through, and he gets his one. 9-0 lead here in the early going, or well, almost midpoint of the match. Glenn, this score here, I was just talking as you were getting back to your seat. This is one where the Patriots need 6, don't you think?
Yeah, and
Garrison on a shot head inside single. Stein just using that length. He's just so tough in this position. Look at him sit in, and he's gonna just tilt him. Stein doesn't need points here. He needs
I don't know why he's not getting backs, but guess we got no control yet.
Garrison.
Stein's a little funky too.
Yeah. Garrett's just holding on.
Stalemate called there by Lewis Baker. Stein just needs to stick to something solid here, Joe.
He got to his cradle. There it is, low single. Again, Garrett's,
Yeah, he's funky too.
Yeah, Garrett's doing a great job getting into that locked crotch, sitting down. Now, Stein he's got to be
Patient here.
exactly
Just be
to the
patient.
words. He's got 20-some seconds. You score the points. You do it right. You put him right to his back.
There he comes, coming around. Maybe, nope, nothing yet. Still nothing.
Garrett's is scrappy. I mean, at this point, maybe not getting the points to be Stein's favor.
Yeah, I would
The
agree.
more he has to work with,
Now
than
he's
he
got
gets
2.
The more he has to work with in the third. So 11-0 here is a score. As we go into the third period, you have to think, Stein has to realize
He's got to go on top.
his choice, and he went bottom, and Garris goes on top.
Okay,
Smart move by the Boyertown bench, put him on top.
Absolutely. Still got a little bit of cushion though to get it, but again, it's got to be something tight,
Just went 12-0.
Oh,
Just as
there's the reversal. That's 11 up there again.
all right, now it's
13. So
yes, we were right.
shocker. It's why we get paid the big bucks.
It is. So Stein going back to his cradle. He's got a minute 4 left. He's got to get it right.
It's got to be tight.
Now he goes near side.
Suckered him into that cradle.
Garris holding on that leg. He turns him here. Now he's going to go far side claw. He's got that leg elevated.
Got to finish. He's got to finish now. I don't think Lewis is swiping.
Nope, he hasn't. He
now
one
he
swipe.
is.
And there it is.
2, and there it is. So tech fall.
+5 makes it 17-14 as we go into 160 pounds.
17-14 is the score, Joe?
Yep. We got
So a tight one here.
Chance Babb.
Chance Babb coming up. Who's this? Who's that for East? Max Thornton out for Central Bucks East.
Babb.
Also wearing a shoulder brace. Babb goes to work quickly with a 2-point takedown. Looking for some ugliness on top. I don't know what that is. Kind of wanted a cradle, but he'd rather ride the claw. Looks like he's going to snap this right back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gordon is a senior. He's 11-8.
This could be trouble here.
Yep. Good mat return right to.
Ooh, gotta watch it.
Gordon right up, 1 point.
Not going to give him the 2. Yeah, it's a good call by Lewis Baker.
Yeah,
I mean, he
he
went
did.
straight
He went
to
straight
his
to
head.
his head.
Nothing else there to protect the neck or the head.
Gordon.
I mean,
11.
Babb was under control with it. Don't get me wrong, but the rule states you got to have a body part from both wrestlers coming down at the same time onto the mat.
Yep.
With protection.
Gordon 11-8, as I said, 7th at Carlisle. Babb, on the other hand, is 30-6. He scores another 2 points for a takedown. He was 7th at King of the Mountain, 1st at Governor Mifflin, 6th at Escape the Rock, and most recently won a title at the Pioneer Athletic Conference tournament.
Another Boyertown League champ.
I tell you what, I don't like him questioning the official and with the body language, Glenn. I don't think there's any room for that. The official's trying to protect the wrestler.
Yeah, no, it was a good call.
Now he's working that bar. 40 seconds to go here in the first
Not
period.
a lot of wrestling going on the bottom out there. So,
Bab having his
ooh,
way
he's
on top here.
really
Yep.
big step in that
Yep.
shoulder. Lewis Baker again keeping an eye on it like he did earlier.
He's got it out on the hip. He's just using that extra leverage. Now he goes over the head with his right or
He's
left
got
leg.
20
Sorry.
seconds. Now he's getting swipes.
Yep. And he's got both arms bundled. He got a full set. Runs his lead to 7-2
I
as they
did
go out of bounds with 7 seconds to go.
did bring some snacks for us tonight, Joe.
You did? Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I don't know how I'm going to sound on air with these gummy bears, but we'll see. 113. 113. Yep, it's the same round. Yep.
Another
Talking
good.
to Coach Raffalo, letting him know what's going on. How to run the whole way in down there.
Sure is
Solo.
efficient.
Uh, like clockwork.
Start neutral here in the second period. Thanks, Glenn.
The difference is I have 8 in my mouth and you're only going to put 1. Sorry out there, folks, but we need our sugar. Having a weird position on that leg, but just lets him go. Good coaching over there on the Boyertown bench, telling Chance to keep his head in the match.
Yeah.
Keep it cool, wrestle. Plenty of time in this match.
Bad shot by Gordon, and it makes it easy for Bab to just go behind. Now he's got trying to lock up the near side cradle.
Digging for it. Gordon hooks that leg, prevents any scoring. Bab's a little frustrated on his feet. Is that right? That's where they were, right? Stalemate call? Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Lewis Baker obviously gave him the 2 there prior
No,
to
I
the
think honestly,
stalemate.
I don't think I didn't see him give the 2.
9-2. I might have to move over to the scorebook here and make some money at this thing.
Bab's getting all wadded up about these
Yeah,
potentially
he's
dangerous.
got to let it go.
Yeah, he's got to just kind of just wrestle, do what he's good at.
Now it gets a
Stall
stall
warning.
call. Maybe that'll make him happy.
Trying to climb over top here, putting a leg in. Gordon Duke countering it. Has got what looks like a butcher, but Gordon steps up with 5 seconds going to period.
Nice whizzer. Trying to clear out. Not much time though. Good work though by Gordon. Nice mullet. Haven't had too many mullets this year, Joe. Got Downingtown Westinghouse. I'm sure there's one over there.
Yeah. Hale's on the mat now. He's got one.
Oh, there we go. 2 at the same time. Good to see that fashion still sticking around.
That's not going anywhere.
No. Can't get rid of the 80s. Can't get rid of the 80s.
Bab going a little option start, maybe try and catch him. and Gordon
Ooh,
gets
nice.
one,
Finishes that
and he
dump.
goes to his dump.
Love it going up to that hip, finishing there, you know. And Gordon has frustrated Bab throughout the match. Now he's taking a bar in here, that one-on-one, and I can see a stalling warning coming again. Just not as he's running the bar. Lewis Baker keeping an eye, make sure that bar's legal.
He's got the major decision right now with a
Yeah,
minute 20
he's
left.
trying to take a big step here with this bar. He's going to get it if he keeps running it. Gotta be careful. Keep that arm close to the body. As soon as he lifted it up, got the potentially dangerous call, as I mentioned.
You were on that one, Glenn. I mean, he's getting to it, and oh,
So now Bab pays for his impatience.
yeah. Now it's not a major decision anymore. You're gonna see him. I think we're gonna see him cut him and take him down. He's been able to kind of almost take him down at will. So, but again, it goes to the fact when he questioned it earlier and we talked about it. It's gonna catch up to you.
Yep, it did.
And there's the one. So now we're 11-5. 51 seconds to go. Takedown will put it back in major decision criteria.
45
He's got double
to go.
He's trying to work double unders. And let's not forget.
Oh, wow. Bab tries a little toss, and Gordon slipped right through and attacked the leg.
And I
Good
was just
counter.
about to say, let's not forget, Gordon does have a stalling warning on him.
Yes, he does. So he's got to keep moving, and he is right now. Doing a great job.
2 on the edge of the mat.
2 for who, though? No, wave it off.
He waves it off.
Yeah, good.
Still 11-5, 22 seconds to go.
Gordon knows it. He's got to fix that shoulder thing. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a hazard. Like, Bab's hand gets caught in. There's a shot by Bab. Trying to step over it inside. Gordon doing a good job of countering so far. 13 seconds to go.
And this is a big point, like you said. This is a big takedown.
Oh, he cuts back across and he gets the 2.
So that give him the bonus there, Joe.
It's huge.
It's very huge. So Bab gets the major, extends the lead to 21-14.
We're going 172 pounds for the next match.
Updale out for CB East. Niles Updale for Central Bucks East. Having a great season so far. 22-4. Honorable mention in our rankings. Senior. He's going to go against Nicholas Montaigne. Joe, give you some stats.
Updale is 22-4. He was third at the Carlisle tournament earlier in the year. Montani is 8-16. He's a senior. He was 5th this past weekend at the PAC tournament.
Updale right in on a takedown. Coming hard with the crossface. I like that. Goes back to it. Yeah, Updale really is just transformed as a wrestler in just a year, Joe. I mean, really not a household name, but this year certainly he has been.
He was 0-2 last year, Glenn.
Yep.
He's 44-17 for his career.
Obviously some COVID probably kept him off the mat, or injury. I don't know which, but last year was a crazy season. Just let it go.
Yep.
Just got to let it go. So this is one where, again, East has to get the bonus points right back, Joe.
Totally agree, Glenn.
And again, Boyertown has struggled in the upper weights a little bit. So, and that's where East is very strong with the Collins brothers up top. And they really start with a little bit run here with Updale as well. Just mentioned off camera there. We're not on camera, but just pointing out that 6 points coming back around at 106 is going to be huge.
Yeah, CB's not having a 6-pounder as big, and so you look at the score now. It's really 27-14. So Central Bucks East is going to have to overcome that in these next 3 matches. There's razor thin margins for error for the Patriots as we are at this juncture of the match and we start looking down the line. They've got to win here, and then they've got to get bonus points.
Yeah, and we saw that with Penn Ridge and CB East when we were here a couple weeks ago. Same deal. The forfeits killed them.
Yep.
Although last night CB East did a very nice job taking out Souderton. I think there were 3 forfeits in that match. Updale looking for that sit out, comes back with a switch. So good work by him. Get neutral. He's got to open up though a little bit. Oh, good single there.
Yep. Sits him to his butt and gets 2. Makes it 5-0 lead.
See what Coach Scarborough does here. I think they go out of bounds here with 1:25.
He's calling him out of bounds.
Yeah, just
get a restart.
Get him back to his feet. He does right on the edge. Why not? If he's gonna kill time on the edge, just cut him. Quakertown rolling over there, 46-14, Joe. Heading to 106, so they're about done over there.
Head outside single, now he pokes head inside. He's driving across Montani. No score. 1:05 left in the second period.
He's got to get busy here. As I say that, he takes a shot.
Montani trying to counter. Updale puts him back down the mat. Looked like for a second he was going to come out the back door. Now Montani's locked in the crotch, but it's not enough.
So 2 more. Time for 1 more, Joe, or you ride this out?
Did you just call him out there? What's going on?
I don't know. He stopped it. He was on the, I don't know, it was potentially dangerous.
7-2 as he let him up, 35 to go. Glenn, you're right. There you go.
So
Montani in on trying to shoot, trying to go a little drag to shot.
But he's got to get it now here. I mean, you put yourself in this position, you want to finish
20 to go.
The period with a takedown. He's going to have to work for it.
And he puts him back on the mat. It's where he's been successful in the past.
10 to go.
That post on that leg, on that right leg, and get that and pop his head. Montani doing a good job, but
little Austin Carter sit back to that. There it is. Pops the head. Gets it.
At the buzzer, 9-2 is the score.
Where hasn't he been here?
The Quakertown, I'm sorry, not Quakertown, Boyertown faithful not happy with that call at the buzzer.
Yeah, it was 2. We've seen them before play.
Going to the third period, 9-2 lead for Nils Updale. Sit-out attempt here by Montani. Updale up to the challenge, and Montani able to scoot free, get a takedown, or escape.
Yeah, Updale doesn't mind. All his points have been gifted back to Montaigne.
Montani with the
4 points
Russian.
is going to be good here, but then you're kind of banking on a couple of falls. Quinn Collins, I'll give him 1, but Updale needs to open up just a little bit more. You never know, get something, off your feet to back. But Updale really isn't one of those kind of grapplers. He kind of is very solid fundamentally, doesn't put himself in any bad positions and just, scores when it's there.
Less than a minute here in the match.
Lewis Baker loves throwing up that stalling
Great
warning.
reshot attempt. He puts one
Nice,
in.
good finish there too, quick.
Now we're in major decision
See what
criteria.
he does now.
Montani has gone out.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got to be careful here.
He's up, got 1 foot up. He's in knee slide, trying to knee slide forward. Ipdale
Nice
doing a great
switch.
job of getting that toe and stepping across.
Yep.
27 seconds left in the match here. Updale not going to do a whole lot. See if he's going to shut it down here, Glenn and Cruz.
Yeah, I mean,
a little head lever.
Got to be careful though, Joe. A little potentially dangerous again. So 17 seconds, really 18, 17.8. And
Updale's headgear is about to come off. His strap looks like, I don't know if it's just loose or broken.
Yeah, he's calling Lewis Baker's. It looks like it did break, Joe. And those, he could probably go with just the one, but they got a backup coming in. Lewis Baker giving the courtesy to the wrestler, being a former wrestler himself, understands the equipment, stuff used to be a penalty, Joe. And that was a bunch of nonsense. The shoelaces, I can just go on and on about all the crap. The pants under the singlet. Remember when they came? Yeah, just come on.
Ooh, almost a locking hands there on Updale.
Yeah, he made a quick transition there to the
10
ankle.
seconds go here in the match. Montana's on his belly.
And he's still working.
Good job tying those ankles up.
Yeah, see him how he cleared that foot. Very nice job by Updale to get the major here. 11-3.
Makes it a 3-point match, 21-18.
So, a little bit of an advantage here. They can get 2 falls, but like you said, there's 3 big matches here left. 2 of them are going to favor Boyertown. Looks like they're going to save Collins for 2:15. They got McCullough coming out here. So McCullough comes out for Central Bucks East.
And Leo Egby for Boyertown. Reagan McCullough is a sophomore. He's 9-7 on the season. Egby is a senior. He's 11-13, coming off a 4th place finish at the PAC tournaments.
Good snap down there, working the head.
Yeah, Egby, the more physical wrestler, come out to start.
So it's 27-18, if you look at it that way. So this match really is huge for Boyertown. I mean, if they get a win here.
Get inside, trying to go and pick that knee up one-handed. With that, just go bear hug.
Now he's got to hug it. Take him back this way, the other way. Bring it towards us. All he has to do is sit with it. Or lift it up. Get you to the hard way.
Egby, he's 11-13 for his career. I'm not sure if he's wrestled anywhere else. He's a first-year wrestler. Mike Leister just confirming. He's the dean of Boyertown Wrestling.
Oh, Mike's a homer too? Everybody knew that, Mike.
45 seconds to go here in the first period. It is a 2-0 match.
And
we got Stahl on top. Isaac Williams just had Chase Siegel on his back over there in the other
8 seconds
match.
Left, dude.
Hit him for a 5-point move, go up 5-3. Not a lot of people ranking Isaac Williams in their rankings.
Yeah, no, I know. I saw him down sitting in there.
I've had him. I put him in my rankings.
Yeah, Siegel's
got a lot of.
Here we go. We're back in the same position.
Here we are.
All he has to do is sit back with that. He put
Reagan
himself in a
steps through
bad
and trips.
spot.
4 seconds go. See if someone can score here.
Nope. Little opportunity there for McCullough. He let it slip by. Egby kind of was going the wrong way with that hug. The first,
And that's just,
Egby's choice.
that's just Glenn. That's just lack of experience.
I was going to say, both guys a little inexperienced in there. So a 49-14 victory for Quakertown.
2-1 here as we start the second period. Igby in on just a knee pick single. He's got hands, trying to get hands high. McCullough doing a good job of fighting him off. You know, McCullough wrestles every day with the Collins brothers, I'm sure. So
Oh, he's getting thrown around a little bit. So this match is just really up for grabs right here, Joe. I mean,
there's a stall. McCullough now both have a stalling warning. Igby back in on that shot, just again trying to finish it. McCullough doing a good job. He's gonna get that foot to the ground. I thought he was. He's got that hook. See if he can just put it on the ground. Igby trying to go back the other way, and he gets it too.
Probably smart bailing there because he could have got himself in trouble.
Igby's got a cradle locked up. See if McCullough's able to fight it off. And McCullough does. McCullough to his feet. And he gets one, so now it's a 4-2 match. We've got 12 seconds left here in the second period. Again, a match that's up for anyone's grabs. Egby's had the better of it on their feet. We'll see who goes where in the third period.
I mean, if it's a 3-point victory.
Shot attempt by McCullough.
It's going to be a crazy finish here. That would make it 30-18, and East would need 2 falls, and if they get it, they win on criteria.
East would win on criteria?
That's correct.
In 2 matches, they are favored in.
Yes, heavily.
You said heavily. I'm just saying favored.
Oh, I know. I said that last time I was in this gym. It bit me in the butt. Do it all the time to myself.
Egby puts McCullough on their feet, and it is a 4-3 match.
So wide open now. I would love to see Lewis Baker have to go to the criteria, pull the book out. You did have that.
Some tells me Lewis would have at least the first 5 memorized.
So I get down in the weigh-in, and Marino's reading the rule book in the coach's room. I'm like, come on,
just
guy.
Some light reading.
Yeah. He was still concerned about Mike's crediting guys with wins and points, and he's still trying to figure it out with Mark Byers from the PIAA, but they think they resolved it. And I'm sure we'll get the seating right. 2-point takedown.
6-3 with a minute 12 left.
So that's huge. He lets him go. I don't know if they're working a major or what. I think that's
it's 6-4.
Yeah, they're thinking maybe they can get a major going or something.
Updale did a good job getting from his hook to that shot, but then kind of just stopped moving his feet. Egby in again.
Oh, he's got to be careful here. McCullough cannot make mistakes up top. He's got to just bail here.
Egby's had his way with that knee pick single all match. Let's see if 45 to go here. See if McCullough tries anything.
Not sure. Coach Garple wants the takedown. He wants to win the match, so he doesn't have to worry about.
20 to go.
Nice.
There's a double.
Nice setup, too.
He's got Egby. He's moving.
15 seconds. Got to run his feet. He does. Loses it.
Great job there by Egby fighting it off. And he's going to score. Is he going to get one of his own? 2 at the buzzer.
So 8-4 final.
Makes it 8-4. Glenn is set up for a great finish here. We're going to have Joe Collins coming out for the... Quinn Collins coming out for the...
But it's over, right? They can't. They get 6, 18. Is my math off? They're getting 6. Yeah, so it's looking like we could be all tied up here if they can pin out these last 2. The Collins brothers, they've done it before.
We got Quinn Collins, ranked number 1 in the region right now from Central Bucks East.
And he's got a belt from the ETR.
He's 24-1. He's first at Carlisle, first to escape the rock. He's 111-33 in his career. There he is on a double leg takedown. His opponent is Michael Kelleher from Boyertown. Michael is a sophomore. He's 6-17 on the year. Wrestling at 189, 215, and even some heavyweight. Collins with the 2-1. Here's the score in the early goings of this match.
And Collins is a pinner.
Yes, as we
saw at ETR finals. He was in a brawl, losing, and came back with a great hip toss and a headlock finish. So he is dangerous. A dangerous 189-pounder wrestling up at 215. Nice little elbow pass there.
They both weighed in at 189 here, so same weight.
Yep. Good double there.
Double.
See if Collins goes to work up top here now. It's a minute to go in this first period. He needs to work for the fall, so I don't know where he's going to go for, where he's going to work on the top, or he's going to get back to his feet and mix it up. I think that's where he's best with the big moves. He's also strong and can work from the top position. Trying to bar up this near side arm. Digging.
24 seconds. 4-1
Keller
lead.
balling up down.
Or, I'm sorry, 6-2 lead for Quinn Collins.
Now
Keller's doing his job.
But here's Collins needs to be out front here. Look for something big. Stalling coming here on Keller. Nope, stalemate. Got away with the stalemate. So Keller does his job through the first period. 6 seconds to go. So uneventful first period, really. I mean, CB East needs a fall here, and Quinn Collins needs to pick up the pace. He's going to take top. I guess he wants to finish him from the top.
Can't waste any points anywhere else.
Nah, Coach Scarpel's letting him know you got to turn him. So I think Coach Scarpel would have preferred neutral there. I feel the same way with Quinn Collins. Let him mix it up. But I think he knows he's just going to have to get something tight here. Coming out front looking for this mixer, I think. Maybe looking chin whip if he comes up.
Kelleher just balling up on bottom.
Yeah,
there it is.
Here it is. I knew he was looking for the chin whip. And he got it, so just has to finish it off. It's tight. There it is. So Quinn Collins gets his job done.
And ties the match at 24. We're going to get Joe Collins coming out at heavyweight, and I'm not sure who Boyertown's going to throw out.
I mean, it's academic right now. Joe Collins needs a fall.
And we have Matt Cavallari.
So Cavallari and Big Joe Collins.
Joe Collins is 20 and 8 on the year. He's 5th at Carlisle. Cavallari is 4-10 on the year. Just looking at the weigh-in sheet, Cavallari weighed in at 204 and Collins weighed in at 276.
Yeah, and Collins is a very mobile, agile heavyweight. He is very deceiving. He is quick and he can wrestle.
Oh, great shrug.
And it's big trouble when you go under Big Joe Collins. So Cavallari's got to do his job and stay. So it's all going to come down to this match. Joe Collins needs a fall. He's looking a little mixer here. He gets it. This is it. There it is.
Lot of beef
there
right there.
There it is. I don't know. Yep. So CB East is going to win on criteria. With the falls.
It's going to go 30-30 here. Brody Coleman's going to come out and receive a forfeit.
So I believe that's what's going to happen, but I could be wrong. He knows it's a forfeit. Coleman's
Yep.
getting the forfeit. So it's 30-30. Coach Scarpel's counting up again. It's 3 falls, I believe, to 2 forfeits, so it should be pretty easy, unless I missed something at 145 when I was to chant.
Lewis Baker is at the table.
The unsportsmanlike. That's the first point. So an
Ooh.
unsportsmanlike conduct will be the decision maker. For Central Bucks East, the falls would have been the second criteria, but Chance Babb, with that frustration earlier in the match, ended up costing Boyertown a little bit, but I think falls would have been the second criteria. So 31-30 it is. CB East moving on here at home. So a big win for them, coming off a win last night against Solderton as well. We're going to take a break here and come right back with our Perka Valley matchup
With Penridge.
with Penridge. Going to be a good one. So signing off, Joe Youngblood, Glenn Kaiser, Mike Leister. See you in a few minutes.